Hey everybody, this is Lalit and I hope you all are safe out there. In this video, we're going to take a look quickly around audience targeting feature within SharePoint Online. So first of all, what is audience targeting in SharePoint? So SharePoint audience targeting, you can take it to any level where you can expect an audience to get the right content on a right plate. Audience targeting helps the most relevant content get to the right audience. By enabling the audience targeting feature, specific content will be prioritized to the specific audience through SharePoint, web part, pages, library and navigation links. Where audience targeting can be implemented or enabled is first of all your top level navigation, the left hand side navigation. You can take it to the pages, you can take it to the news web part, you can take it to the highlighted content web part. So in my demonstration, I have covered with one modern SharePoint site as an administrator, and then I have divided two more SharePoint site, which is basically HR as well as a marketing. I have added them a different user group as well as permissions. So let's follow my video to learn more about it. What you see on the screen, the steps that I followed to make this demo happen. I actually added myself as a global administrator on the SharePoint, and I have created an Office 365 group, and I added Alex as a HR representative and Grady as marketing representative. So number one step here is that you should go to your Office portal and actually go and create the groups for different audience. So how do you do that? I'll probably go and show you. So here, if you go to the left hand side navigation groups, right? And why it is important, because the navigation works on your groups, not email addresses, not username. So you see, I created three users like global HR, and I created a group and I have added the global HR as a primary email address, and I have added a member called Alex. So what I said here, that Alex represents the HR department, Grady represents the marketing department. So I go back over here, I click on marketing and check my members. Yes, there you go. How you can create a new group, let me show that process as well. So just say add a group, and maybe I will want this time a group for the sales, right? So let's say global sales, and this is for my demo purpose. Just go and next, and here I can add myself as an owner quickly. So I go next, and here I will probably say sales@empathytechnology.com, and I will want this to be a private. And once you create the group, right, just go and add the members over here. You can automate this process using some of the PowerShell, where you can write based on the Office 365 connector, based on the locations, for the departments. So what you see in the right side, just go and refresh. You can see the global sales group has been created, and I can go and add the members over here as I want. Please make a point, it does not work when you don't add the member. It works only on the members. You might have added as an owner, right? But it does not work that way. It has to be a member group. Let me take it into my demo and I'll explain you more. So what you see over here, the group has been created, one for the Alex that represents the HR department, then the Grady which represents the marketing department. What you see on a global administrator point of view is the top level navigation called global HR and a marketing. So this global marketing and HR, and then you see when I log into the Alex user, right, I can see only global HR, and when I go and add it as a marketing representative, right, I can see only marketing related navigation. Now how I did this setup, just I go over here on a top level navigation and I hit edit button, and it actually opens up this in the left hand side where it says enable site navigation audience targeting. Click on that and add your Office 365 users over here. Let me go and show you how I have done this in my tenant. So this is my home page where I have global HR as one of the top level navigation as well as the global marketing. Since I have logged in with my account called lalit.mohan, right? So I see both of them. How about taking this to a user who represents a marketing or HR group. So let me open a different browser for different access. So you see I have logged into different account. So Alex, as I said before, represents the HR department and Grady represents the marketing department. So when she goes to access the top level navigation, it's the global marketing. When Alex goes over here, it shows only global HR. So this shows how you can easily set up an audience targeting feature for your groups, and I repeat, it does work only on groups membership. It does not work with the email address of or username. So as a Alex who represents HR department, I can see the global HR department site, right? And if I go back to the marketing folk who's actually Grady in this case as example, I can only see the global marketing as a top level navigation. So if you see the URL is same, I can see global marketing. When I go to say Grady Archie, when I go to the Alex login, right, I can see the global HR. So this is the kind of experience I was talking before, that you can set up the audience targeting on your navigation level, your web part level, and pages and libraries. Let me go and take one more step over here. What you see in the bottom is the news, right? And you see the news are coming from the SharePoint. So what I see as a global administrator, let me go and take you an example called Lalit Mohan. I see 1, 2, 3, 4 newses, and I can probably show you how you can set up that as well. Just click on the edit button, go to locate your news web part or any highlighted content web part and hit edit. Now what happened next? There you see a lot of options for us to choose, right? And there in the bottom you see enable target audience, right? This I just enabled, and then these news I have configured in the site pages library. Let me go and show you how I have configured the pages in my library. I go ahead in the background and actually went to library settings, and in library settings you just need to enable audience targeting settings. Now when you enable that setting, right, it adds a column to your library automatically. So since I have already added this, that's why you see I have selected already. So I go back to the page library, and there you see there is a column called audience targeting, right? And this audience column I have to add my groups. So you see there is a news that I want to make it only for the marketing group, right? I select, I go in the right, in audience I can choose any Office 365 group, and this is where you can set up the audience targeting feature for our news. So right now if I go and take a look around news 401 packets available, I go and access this as a marketing. If you see here, I click on this and it's for marketing site, right? And that's what I said in the beginning. Grady Archie is my marketing member, group member, and he can see this results, right? He can go and read this news. However, if you go to actually for Alex Beaver account, which represents HR, he can't see that news, right? So if you compare two home pages, this is the important step here. So what you see on two landing page, here you see the new 401 packets available now marketing that I have set up in the background, but here you don't see that group, news. So this is what I have done it for news level. You can go and set this up for any further level. So let me go and show you maybe a conclusion. Let me conclude real quick what I have done and have followed. So I just probably go and do it for highlighted web part maybe. So I go over here and I can just check one of the highlighted web part, right? and highlighted content I can set to the documents, the pages, the live. There I can say, hey, this particular highlights is for my marketing. So I can say here quickly marketing group document something, and here in the right you see it's called enable audience targeting. I go over here and then I choose this, and you remember this is a document library that I'm setting up over here. So any documents that has this group added, they can see the document, right? I go and just republish it, and I go back to the library where I'm containing these documents. So I go over here in my site content, and then I go to the document library, and I will go and switch on the audience targeting group, audience targeting feature. I go on the top library settings, and here I do have an option to enable audience targeting settings. I come back, and as I told, this will automatically adds a document column, right? A column in a document library called audience, right? I go and choose all my documents based on my structure or strategy, right? So the 401 document that you see within the news, it's for marketing, right? I go over here and I actually write this document is for my marketing member, and I will go and save the changes. So what happened is I go as a marketing group over here, I refresh the screen. So you see the documents are being coming to me, and you can see the exact Contosort 2019 401k enrollment guide. And now I go and show you an experience as Alex Weaver, right? I go and refresh that as well, which is a HR department, and he can't see that document over here. However, as a Grady, I can see this document coming in the right called Contosort 2019 4K enrollment. So this is what you understand from audience targeting, right? This is actually having a lot of potential to deliver your content to the right audience with the right strategy. You can take it to the news, web part, a lot of pages, the document library, the top level navigation, and I think this is really a nice step from the Microsoft, where you can just go and hit edit, and it right away allow adding you the audience targeting groups, right? So this is just great feature. So I hope you guys like this, and if you have any questions, drop your question in the comment. I will reach out to you, but until then, happy learning. Thank you.